Okay, now I'm inside the 1019 dual turntable, and I'm going to use this alcohol. It's 91% alcohol, rubbing alcohol. And I'm just going to go in and clean some of these areas right in here. Some of these areas get gummed up. You can see, wow, look at that dirt. So I'm going to go in and clean some of that out with this alcohol. These turntables have been sitting around for a long time, and one of the things that happens is they get gummed up. So you have to go in and clean these areas out, especially if they've been sitting around for years. So this turntable works, but it's better to go ahead and clean it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it out first with the alcohol. And as you can see, there's a lot of dirt on this Q-tip. So I'll use the Q-tips and reuse them and clean them out. So if you have a turntable and it doesn't seem to work, check the plastic parts. They may be gummed up. Once you get some of that gunk out, then your turntable may work again. So don't be too quick to throw it away. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going to clean it out. You can see Q-tips are cheap, so you can go ahead and use a new one, clean one. I'm using 91%. It evaporates fast, and also very little water content. So it's pretty strong. So that's what I'm doing here.
You turn it on again?
Just want to show you look how much junk is on these things. A lot of gunk. So it's important to go ahead and just take your time and clean out the parts, and just spin the wheel around, and you can find up all these little areas. There's a lot of little places here right around. Look at that. It's like somebody's old ear canal. You got to clean that gunk out so that your beautiful German engineered turntable will function well. Look at all that gunk. Wow. Okay. Now it's time to put some lube back into the cam. And guess what? I'm not going to pile it on. You want to put it on sparingly. So I'm just going to put a little bit around. But the main thing is to get the gunk out. Once you get that gunk out, now you can put this stuff back in. But you're going to put it in sparingly because you don't want this to gunk up the place. So I'm going to begin to just kind of like smear it around inside the channels. And I'm going to do it sparingly. And there were a couple other little small places on this turntable that also needed some of the lube. And this lube can be purchased on Amazon. Just check my links below to find it. What I'll do is put some of this in and just slide this around, just move the cam around and allow the mechanism to move the lubricant around. Need very little. Yes. It's right over in this area right here in these little. And what's nice is now that I know what to do, I can go in and every now and then do a little maintenance. This probably hasn't been done for the last maybe 30 years, so this is something that needed to be done. Looks good. So next step, we'll turn it around, put it into the table, and start her. Now that I have the turntable installed, Now you can see there's some dirt here, and what I did was around the shaft right here where the platter goes down, and just go around and clean that up also with the Q-tip and the alcohol. And I'll do the same thing with the inside of the turntable platter itself. Clean the inside of that platter. So I'm going to go grab the platter and I'll be right back. Now I have the platter. What we need to do is clean inside the platter, inside this hole right here. Just clean that out in case there's dirt inside there also. So that needs to be cleaned. And then the next thing that I'll do is just put a little bit of the lubricant around this shaft. That needed to be cleaned. So this is a little simple maintenance tips that you can do, even if you have one that's working well. Every now and then go in, clean out the shaft, put a little lubricant inside. The last step that I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of this solution called Rubber Renew, and I'm going to put it around the idler wheel. Now this idler wheel is pretty good, but this helps to soften the rubber a little bit. So I'm just going to wipe her a little bit around the idler wheel. And this will help it to grip better. See if any's. I'm going to use this on another turntable that I have that's pretty old. And that's another project. I have another project, another turntable project. It'll probably take a little bit longer because that turntable needs a lot more work. It's an old retinal cut turntable. So we'll just rub some of this on. Let that dry, and then we'll give it a try and see how this beautiful turntable works. This is probably the prettiest turntable that I've owned. I think it's a good combination of the scale and the width of the plinth, and also the table. It's a nice dual 10-19 turntable. Let's give it a turn. I'm going to take it down to my studio and connect it to my amplifier. But right now, I just want to show you that it does work. Let me see. Turn it up here. Go all the way to the end. It should go back. Automatically goes back. There we go. Now I can sit there and listen to music. Put it on off. Beautiful, beautiful, nice. And it's very quiet.